You want to feel confident, attractive, and charismatic. But instead, you end up feeling disrespected, ignored by your friends, and terrified to talk to the people that you actually like. You end up binge watching videos on social skills, charisma, and like the strategies and techniques that you need to implement. But when you want to use them, you freeze up, you choke, and it feels fake. It feels like you're battling something inside, and the fear just takes you over. And also as long as that cycle continues, you will never feel that real confidence. Only tricks that collapse under the moment you feel pressure. In this video, I want to show you a different path. A path on how to actually confront the root of your fear instead of piling on tips that you never actually use. So you can stop overthinking, you can stop being run by that fear and actually start unleashing yourself and quit living this life behind this fake front. Because I wanted all of that too. I wanted to be confident, to be attractive, to be charismatic, but for like a year, 2 years, in my self-improvement phase, I felt like the guy that my classmates disrespected. I felt like my friends didn't like really want to be around me. And even to like the girls that I liked, I couldn't speak to them without getting really nervous. So I did what the classic self-improvement transformational phase person does. I watched videos, how to be more charismatic, how to have high value behavior, and how I can face fears by doing like social anxiety challenges, social confidence challenges. But it never worked because I was too damn scared to like implement. I did implement and it did temporarily work, but then the inner fears running me, I didn't address that. And I was too scared to like end up expressing myself, and I just kept running. And it just felt like it was in this like performance mode where I felt like I was worthless. And I was trying to like perform to end up being cool, to be popular. It's a trap, man. The problem isn't that you don't know what to say. The problem isn't you don't know like how I can stand up and assert myself. And people, I wish more people would talk about this. The problem is that you suppressed parts of yourself for so long that when you try to express them, you experience insane fear. That's why you choke up. Stay quiet. That's why you stay quiet. That's why you avoid confrontation. That's why you end up avoiding telling people how you really feel. Just think about it when you are about to tell your parents something vulnerable, when you are about to approach a stranger on the street, when you are about to speak up on the stage, is there is there anything inside that actually is there any actual threat? Of course not. But then you feel like it. One of the challenges that I had to do recently was to change my profile picture was to like a really ugly picture of me, something like, and keep my bio as I sure feel sexy right now. And I felt a lot of trigger to do that, like a lot of fear to do that. There was how will my parents react when they see that? But then I ended up doing that. And it was just one small reaction. And I took it down when like my mom told me to take it down. But I felt like I was gonna fucking die before, right? And here's how I started breaking it. Here's how I would go and start breaking it if I was you. Here's the challenges that I wanted to do. Go to a shop and politely ask for something on free. Like I want to challenge number one. Second one, when you're on the ground and like people are walking, just lie down. You're on a park or something. Just lie down on the ground for 30 seconds. Do nothing, and get back up and proceed with your life. Third one. This is a good one. Dance like a lunatic in a public space, a public park or something, and like if you are like scared of what your family will think, again that's like an important thing you want to address. But for the time being, go like if you want just cycle away to some place a bit further away from your house, turn on a timer for 30 seconds and just do like the most crazy dance that you can think of. And challenge number four, and I just like kind of ordered them in levels of increasing fear inducing challenges. And challenge number four is to like hold up, like in an A4 sheet, write the word free hugs and hold up that sign, go to a park and get, or like go to like some other public space, maybe the mall or something, right? And collect 10 hugs from strangers. Now, as soon as I said that, don't skip the video, as soon as I said that, your brain is like, I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. That's how deep the resistance is. So just start with something that you can. I would rather do something that is like, I would rather have you do something that's like relatively simple than like procrastinate taking the big actions for a long time. The first time I told my parents that I loved them, I was shaking. I was sweating. My whole body resisted it. But that wall that I was like carrying inside me since I was a kid, it was, I broke it a little bit at least. And this thing, it's hard for me to talk about this also. One time me talking with a girl, and like there is a lot of things that I'm not going to share with you. It became a huge issue. And by huge issue I mean like it went to my family, it went to my like, teachers, school, everything kind of issue. And that was a very hard time for me, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful because I want to live life on my own terms. In terms of my money, my relationships, my career, everything, and that forced me. That forced me to confront one of my worst fears with my family. But I had no choice, no way out, and we still got through it. Everything I'm telling will challenge you because right now you are on fire. It's like you are on fire, and instead of taking your hand away, you try to like put a band-aid on. You try to pour water yourself. Because when you have to take your hand away from the fire, you have to like address its existence, and that's really scary. The only way out is through. And I just want to remind you that your deepest fears, it's a bluff. My name is Yukash Ravan, and don't forget, I'm watching you from afar, and I'm rooting for you.